Hello students, this is the second lecture for Business Statistics Paper 2 TY students. Lecture number 58. Topic is normal distribution, applications of normal distribution, examples and problems. Definition of normal distribution. A continuous random variable x is said to follow normal distribution with parameters mu and sigma square if its probability density function is given by fx is equal to 1 upon sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma square minus infinity less than x less than infinity minus infinity less than mu less than infinity, sigma is greater than 0 and equal to 0 otherwise. Properties of normal distribution. First is notation. X follows normal with mu sigma square, where mu and sigma square are the parameters. Mu is equal to mean and sigma square is equal to variance. Second property, if mu is equal to 0 and sigma square is equal to 1, then the normal variable is called as standard normal variable, that is normal 0, 1. Generally, it is denoted by z. The probability density function of z is f of z is equal to 1 upon root 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma square minus infinity less than z less than infinity. Third property, the probability density curve of normal mu sigma square is bell-shaped, symmetric about mu and mesochotic. Naturally, the curve of standard normal distribution is symmetric around 0. Fourth property, as the curve is symmetric about mu, the mean, median and mode coincide and all are equal to mu. So for normal distribution, mean is equal to median is equal to mode, and that is equal to mu. Computation of probabilities. If fx is a probability density function of x, then probability a less than x less than b is equal to integral a to b fx dx. It is equivalent to the area under the curve fx bounded by x-axis and the ordinates x is equal to a and x is equal to b. If x follows normal with mu sigma square, then z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma follows normal 0, 1. So x follows normal mu sigma square, then probability x greater than a is equal to a to infinity 1 upon sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma square dx. The above integral cannot be evaluated directly by using usual techniques. The values of integral are tabulated for a greater than 0 only for standard normal variable. The table is referred to as normal probability integral table. So see, thus to evaluate probability x greater than a is equal to a to infinity 1 upon sigma root 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu upon sigma square dx. We need to convert it in terms of normal 0, 1 by using transformation z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. In order to obtain the probability of any region, we use the following rules. First rule, the total area under the probability density curve is 1, that is minus infinity to infinity fx dx is equal to 1. Second rule, the probability density curve of normal 0, 1 is symmetric about 0. Therefore, if we fold the curve around y-axis, that is at x is equal to 0, the two parts coincide. Thus we get area of right tail and that of symmetric left tail same. In other words, probability z for z following normal 0, 1, probability z greater than a is equivalent of probability z less than minus a. The area which is shown in the figure is probability z greater than or equal to a, and this is the tail part of the curve which is directly given in the table. So probability z greater than or equal to a is equal to table value. Probability z less than minus a and probability z greater than a both are same. Then third rule, area below the ordinate is equal to 1 minus area above the ordinate. So probability z less than a is equal to 1 minus probability z greater than or equal to a, which is equal to 1 minus table value. Next property, if x follows normal with mu sigma square, and suppose we want to find probability x greater than or equal to a, then we transform the variable x to z, a normal 0 1 variable, and obtain the probability as follows. Probability x greater than or equal to a is equal to probability x minus mu upon sigma greater than or equal to a minus mu upon sigma. So probability, for this I can write z greater than or equal to a minus mu upon sigma. Now this is the table which is called as the normal probability integral table. Here we know that there are 10 columns, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the 10 columns, and the rows are 0, 0.0, 0, 0.1, 0, 0.2, 0, 0.3, 0, 0.4, 0, 0.5 up to 4.9. So if I want to see the value for 1.03, so 1.0 in the third column I have to see the value, and see 1.3 value is preceded with 0.0. So any value which is above this particular position should be preceded by 0.0. Here we have to precede it by 2 zeros, so 0.00. These 2 zeros we have to apply from the bold part. So 2.33 value should be read by 0.00999031. So this value should be preceded by 2 zeros. These 3 zeros are starting with the same position. So this way we can read the table. See the examples based on this particular topic. First example, applications of normal distribution. A monthly balance on the bank account of credit card holders is assumed to be normally distributed with mean rupees 5,000 and standard deviation rupees 1,000. Find the proportion of credit card holders with balance, first part of the problem, over rupees 6,500. Second part of the problem, between rupees 4,000 and rupees 6,000. Now to solve this example, again we apply the same type of rules which we have applied in discrete probability distributions, binomial and Poisson. Only the difference is that here we have to consider x as the variable under consideration. So the variable in this example is monthly balance on the bank account of credit card holders. So we will define x. Let x denote the monthly balance on the bank account of credit card holders. Second step is to recognize the parameters mu and sigma square. So x follows normal distribution with mean 5,000 and sigma square is equal to 1,000 square, because standard deviation is given as 1,000 and mu and sigma square are the parameters. Third step, we know that if x follows normal with mu sigma square, then z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma will follow normal 0 1. So z is equal to x minus 5,000, because mean is 5,000 given, divided by 1,000 follows normal 0 1. So the first part of the problem we are going to see to find proportion of credit card holders with balance, first part, over rupees 6,500. It is denoted by probability x greater than 6,500 is equal to probability x minus mu upon sigma greater than 6,500 minus 5,000 upon 1,000, because value of mu is 5,000 and value of sigma is 1,000 and value of x we have to consider 6,500. So 6,500 minus 5,000 upon 1,000. So we can say probability z greater than 1.50. Now we will draw the curve. This is the symmetric curve. This is the negative side of the curve and this is the positive side of the curve. positive ordinate 1.50 we have to draw on the right hand side. And as we want greater part, so we will mark the portion as the tail part, and this value we can get directly from the table as 0.066807. I will show you how to see the value from the table. See, 1.5 in the 0 column. So 1.5 in the 0 column, the value is 0.066807. So the value is 0.066807. So this is the final answer. In the second part, we want between rupees 4,000 and rupees 6,000. So probability 4,000 less than x less than 6,000 is equal to 4,000 minus 5,000 upon 1,000 less than x minus mu upon sigma less than 6,000 minus 5,000 upon 1,000, which can be considered as probability minus 1.00 less than z less than positive 1.00. Now again, just now we have seen how to see the value for 1.5. Now we will see how to see. First of all, we'll draw the curve. This is the normal probability curve. Minus 1.00 will come on left hand side and plus 1.00 will come on right hand side. Now see, the value which I have written is 0.15866. We will see how to see the value in the table. So this is our normal probability integral table. So 1.0 in the 0 column we have to see. So 1.0 in the 0 column, the value is 0.15866. See, 1.0 in the 0 column. So 15866, this is the value. So the value which we are getting is tail part of the curve. So this part which is not marked, actually we want the part which is between these two ordinates. So we will mark the portion. The middle part of the portion is marked. The portion which we are getting directly from the table is 0.15866, which is the tail part of the curve. So we don't want both the parts, tail parts. So I can get the answer as 1 minus 0.15866 plus 0.15866, which is equal to 1 minus 0.31732. So that is nothing but 0.68268. See the next example. A group of 400 children are given an intelligence test. The average IQ of the group is found to be 105 with a standard deviation of 16. What proportion of group will have IQ above 135 and how many will have IQ below 85? See the solution of this problem. First step is to define x. Let x denote IQ of a child. Second step is to recognize the parameters mu and sigma square. So x follows normal distribution with mean 105 and sigma square is equal to 16 square, because see, average IQ is given as 105 and standard deviation is 16. So the parameters we have to recognize as mu is equal to 105 and sigma square is equal to 16 square. Now we know that if x follows normal with mu sigma square, then z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma follows normal 0, 1. This is the property of normal distribution. So z is equal to x minus value of mu is given as 105 divided by 16. Standard deviation is 16. Will follow normal 0, 1. So first part of the problem we will calculate probability x greater than 135, which is equal to probability x minus mu upon sigma greater than 135 minus 105 upon 16. So we can get this value as probability z greater than 1.875 So we will draw the curve. We will mark the ordinate as 1.87, and we will mark the portion as it is greater part we can mark the right hand side portion, which is directly we can get it from table 1.8 in the 7th column. See the table value. So (1.8) in the 7th column, the value is 30742. It should be preceded by 0.0. So 0.030742. So the answer is 0.030742. But actually in the question part they wanted number of students, and they have given us that there are 400 students which are available. So number of students is equal to 400 into 0.030742. So if you multiply these two values, the answer is 12.2968. So approximately 13 students. So 13 students will have IQ above 135. Second part of the problem, probability x less than 85. It is nothing but probability x minus mu upon sigma less than 85 minus 105 divided by 16. So probability z less than minus 1.25. So draw the curve. As we want negative ordinate is minus 1.25, it will come on left hand side, and we want less part. So less part is the tail portion of the curve. So we can get this answer directly from the table. 1.2 in the 5th column, we will have to see the value. So 1.2 in the 5th column. So 10565. So 10565. As this is the tail part, directly we are writing the answer here. But again, we want the number of students. So number of students can be calculated by multiplying the probability with 400, because there are 400 students available. So 400 into 0.10565 is equal to 42.26. So approximately 43 students we can get. So normal distribution or Gaussian probability distribution is one of the most commonly used distribution. It is important due to wide use. The variables such as intelligence quotient, height of a person, weight of person, errors in measurement of physical quantities follow normal distribution. Normal distribution is useful in statistical quality control, statistical inference, reliability theory, operation research, educational and psychological statistics. In the theory of sampling, design of experiments also, normal distribution is very much useful. Normal distribution is viewed as a limiting distribution of several distributions such as binomial and Poisson.